This is a rhyming tribute speech that I wrote about Dr. Seuss for a speech class, and I thought I would share it with the rest of the world. Okay, here it goes. An imaginative man was born in 1904, a man who wrote children's books but also did much more. He grew up in Springfield and went to school there too, and went on to draw political cartoons during World War II. He did these cartoons, but it was not his use of this particular outlet by which we know him as Dr. Seuss. He first wrote in To Think I Saw It on Mulberry Street, a book followed by others which would millions of children's eyes and ears meet. The Cat in the Hat was written for each child and taught, with 236 words only, clearly not a lot. It was important to show young ones the most basic words to learn first. The book became so big that parts couldn't even by adults be rehearsed. How the Grinch Stole Christmas is loved by all during the holidays. Dr. Seuss's imagination will clearly never leave us. It'll stay. Even during breakfast we think of green eggs and ham, and shop windows have red and white hats just like Sam's. He took children on journeys for their bedtime stories, with tales like Horton Hearing a Who and all of his glories. Several of his books, including those made it to big screens, enjoyed by not only kids but also adults, seniors, and teens. A story he wrote inspired the film Gerald McBoing Boing. It won an Oscar in 1950, which honored his imaginative and artistic doing. His big imagination created fictions about wonderful tales, which are still the most popular today, proven by sales. Hundreds of thousands of books sold last year, with more to go, I bet. His contributions we will surely never ever forget. He had very public problems outside his professional life, including an assumed mistress and the very tragic, untimely suicide of his wife. Still, he lived for close to 100 years, bringing joy to all of our lives, even in the form of tears. Although sadly in 1991 he did pass away, his imagination will live on day after day. He got children excited about books and learning to read. This was definitely his most unconscious and gift-giving deed. We must never forget the hidden messages in his stories, for they can be applied to all of life's categories. The more that you read, he said, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you will go.